Hi everybody, and thank you for taking some time to join us and learn a little bit about the Guild for Exceptional Children, or GEC. This year, we are happy to announce that we are celebrating our 65th anniversary. Wow. It was way back in 1958 when a group of parents came together and decided that they wanted to build better lives for children and adults living with intellectual and developmental disabilities, or IDD. So they formed a 501c3 charitable organization, which became the basis for the Guild as it is today. These founders were pioneers in developing the care and treatment for people with IDD. The Guild became one of the first organizations to do this kind of work, and in fact, GEC opened the very first group home in the borough of Brooklyn. Today, GEC operates 13 residences where people can live, learn, and support each other with the help of dedicated staff. We also operate 3 supportive apartments, 6 large adult day rehabilitation centers, and a school where very young children can acquire the tools they need to get a good start in life.
The focus is on helping individuals with special needs build a strong foundation for a successful and fulfilling life. Therapeutic services such as physical, occupational, and speech-language therapy provide support for individuals with physical and intellectual challenges. Recreational activities allow individuals to explore their interests and participate in a variety of activities such as music, arts, sports, and more. The GEC is a phenomenal organization. I say this not as a parent of a child receiving services at the GEC, but because I believe in its mission and purpose. While there are many worthy organizations meeting the needs of the disabled, the GEC distinguishes itself by being a community-based organization helping the most vulnerable of society.
This year, as part of our 65th anniversary celebration, we are honoring some very special people who, in my opinion, are heroes. Arthur Ashe once said that true heroism is remarkably sober and very undramatic. It's not the urge to surpass all others at whatever cost, but the urge to serve others at whatever the cost that makes a real hero. Each of our residences has a manager, and being a residence manager is a very difficult and very complex job. You have all of the challenges of running a successful small business, and all of the challenges of running a good household, and all of the challenges of running a quasi-medical facility all wrapped into one. To try and sum up the job of a residence manager in a few sentences is impossible. But suffice it to say that I once had the honor of being a residence manager here at GEC, and in my 37 years, it was the most difficult job I ever had. It was also the most important one. Because in addition to all of those other things, you're acting in place of the parents, in loco parentis. You're there all the time, attending to everyone's needs. You're on call 24/7. You worry when they are sick. You cry with them when they are sad or hurt, and you rejoice when they triumph. The Guild is very fortunate to have such a devoted group of residence managers that you have here tonight.
The most important thing is making sure that the residents feel safe and that they feel loved and cared for and that they feel comfortable in their second home.
I started out as a DSP, then I moved to recreational specialist, then I became the assistant manager, and then I was offered the manager's position.
I started working at the Guild in 1981 as a DSP, and 2.5 years later became assistant manager to DeFlipper residents with my sister Debbie. And we, as a family, brought everyone into the agency to work. All our children, our brothers and our sisters, their friends.
Well, I'm overjoyed today that the managers are being honored at the gala. They every day give 100%, 24/7, 7 days out of the week, holidays included. It is not an easy job. They often have to balance their own personal lives with the amount of commitment they give to the group homes, and every day they continue to amaze me with the job that they do.
Recently we went on vacation with the residents from St. Angelo, upstate, at Rocking Horse Ranch, and the individuals were much more relaxed.
The most challenging part is watching them getting older. Most of them try to be as independent as possible, and to watch them not able to do certain things, that is, is challenging for them and also for me, because now you want to find ways to help them not to get upset, to keep them calm. You can do it. You have to encourage them throughout all this.
The last 30 years at GEC have been very fulfilling on so many levels in my life. On a personal level, my brother lives at one of the group homes. I have the ability to have people feel comfortable and safe, improving their quality of life.
What I'd like to convey to the families of the individuals is that they are loved, respected, and advocated for.
Happy 65th anniversary to the GEC, and to my fellow co-workers, I wish you guys all the best. We know that this is a challenging job, but we're not here just for the job. We're here on a mission.
1, 2, 3, we love our managers!
We are also honoring Judge Matt Demick, a New York State Supreme Court judge who has been working with GEC for over 50 years, first as a volunteer, and then for decades as a member of our board of directors and a principal architect in developing the agency into what it is today. Earlier this year, Judge Demick was presented with the Lifetime Achievement Award by the New York State Judges and Psychiatrists Leadership Initiative for his work in promoting rehabilitation for people with developmental disabilities and mental illness in the criminal justice system. Matt is a humble and cheerful guy. He's a great friend to the GEC, and he is a true hero.
I'm grateful for these few moments to share my heartfelt thanks for 65 years of the Guild for Exceptional Children. Believe it or not, it was 50 years ago that my own personal journey with the Guild began. First playing in the band at the Guild dances, benefits, and one-on-one events with my bandmates, Paul Cassone, well known to you, John Lepore, and Matty Kasbach, and we're still at it. Then, perhaps more seriously, as a pro bono attorney for the Guild, as its parliamentarian, a member of the board, and now as a board member emeritus. So for half a century, I have been gifted with the privilege of witnessing the dedication of the Guild's parents, families, teachers, supervisors, staff, and volunteers, and watch them transform the lives of the Guild's clients and lend critical support to their families. I have been inspired by their empowering of thousands of individuals with intellectual challenges to reach their full potential through patience, compassion, and empathy, while building a community of care, hope, and resilience. No small achievement. I think it is fitting today to ask, what if there were no Guild for Exceptional Children these last 65 years? Certainly our world and this community would be less, much less. So thank God for those fierce and determined parents who planted the seed of the Guild all of those years ago. And I am so grateful to be recognized by this great organization that is so close to my heart. Thank you.
Finally, I want to thank all of you for the support you've provided over the years. We wouldn't be here today if it weren't for people like you. We need you now more than ever. Right now, we are facing the worst workforce crisis in history. Government funding is insufficient to adequately incentivize and recruit new staff. Now we're lucky to have the dedicated staff that we have who work here for altruistic reasons, including our managers. But we must find ways to compensate them fairly. We're also facing intense inflationary pressures. I'm sure you're all feeling it. When our costs go up 30 to 40%, it becomes very difficult to operate. So I'm asking you to dig deep and to help in any way you can, and to spread the word through social media, through letters, through contacts, anybody you can think of, to talk about the good work that the Guild does. Arthur Ashe also said, "From what you get, you can make a living, but what you give can make a life." Please support the GEC. We all need a hero. Why not be ours?